Okay. So yesterday we're discussing about, what is the reason to go for HDFS, and we have seen some limitations on file system and as well as in DFS as well. And finally we discussed some concepts which are related to HDFS. Okay. So now we need to discuss about this Hadoop installation. Apache Hadoop installation. Okay. So Apache Hadoop installation. Okay. So here I have mentioned in previous classes. So generally we're having two versions of Hadoop. So Hadoop 1.x and 2.x, and even they have released some 3.x as well, right? But I think it is in alpha version. Okay, I think it is not alpha, beta version. I think. Okay. But currently companies are going with Hadoop 2.x version, most stable version as well. So now, whenever if you're going with Hadoop 1.x version, right? So the software itself we are able to install only on Linux operating system. Okay, from beginning Hadoop 1.1x and 1.x version onwards. So Hadoop software itself, we are able to install only on Linux operating system. Simply we can say that we are unable to install on any other OS. So we can go with some Windows operating system. Okay, so that is a first point. And from Hadoop 2.x version onwards, even we are able to install on Windows operating system as well. Okay, so these are the this is a what we can say that in Hadoop 1.x. So limitation we can say that we are unable to install on Windows. So that thing we are able to achieve on 2.x version or 2.x version onwards. Okay, but still the companies they're installing only on Linux operating system. They are not going with Windows operating system, even if you're going with 2.x installation as well. So main reason is, so when compared to Windows and Linux, so Linux is more secure. It provides more security when compared to any other operating system or other operating systems which we are having. Okay, so generally we are installing Hadoop on Linux operating system, and we are having different flavors or distributions of Linux operating system. Okay, so they are. So here, if you go for a Windows operating system, so what are the flavors here, or what are the distributions if you observe? So initially we're having some Windows XP, Windows 7, right? Windows 10. These are nothing but a Windows flavors. Operating system is same, but it is a different distributions or different flavors from the Microsoft. Okay, so we can go with any one of the flavor, depends upon your interest, right? So here also same thing. So within Linux operating system, right, we're having a multiple flavors. So one is CentOS, Linux Mint, Fedora, Elementary OS, Ubuntu, sixth one is Red Hat. So many. Okay. So here these are the respective flavors of a Linux operating system or other operating system which we are having. So most of the professionals or students, so they're having some awareness on CentOS or maybe some Ubuntu or even some Red Hat as well. Okay. From the above distributions of Linux operating system, we are going with Ubuntu operating system. Okay, but here before going for this Ubuntu operating system, okay, so we need to install or we need to download a one more software called as Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, so why we are downloading one more software, so we'll discuss. Okay, but before going with Ubuntu operating system, we need to install one more software called as VirtualBox, or we can say that Oracle VirtualBox or VMware, any one thing. Okay, now here why we are downloading this Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, so why we are not going directly with Ubuntu operating system. Okay, so here the uh, a small thing is, so generally here as a users of laptop, right? Most of the users, 90% of the users, they are habituated with Windows operating systems, right? So now here within a single laptop, we are already having a one operating system called as a Windows operating system. Let us assume we're having some Windows 10. So now I don't want to disturb this operating system, or I don't want to format this either C drive, D drive, whatever the drives we are having. So without disturbing the existing operating system, I mean Windows operating system. Now, if you want to get a one more operating system, say some Linux operating system, okay. So then we need to go for a software called as a Oracle VirtualBox. So why we are going for the VirtualBox means within a single system, if you want to get multiple operating system, okay, so then we need to go for a software called as a VirtualBox or VMware. So what is the main point? Within a single system, if you want to get a multiple OS feature, so we need to go for a software called as a Oracle VirtualBox or VMware here. Okay, note. So generally we are habituated with Windows operating system without disturbing the existing operating system. If you want to get one more operating system, in the same machine. We are going with the software called as VirtualBox. It means by using this software we can get multiple operating systems within a single system. Okay, I hope this point is clear. So why we are going for a VirtualBox or VMware means within a single system, if you want to get a multiple operating systems future, right? So then we need to go for this respective software. That is the reason we need to download this software and we need to install. Okay, after installation of this Oracle VirtualBox, on top of that we need to install Ubuntu operating system. Okay, or any flavor, whatever the flavors we are having in Linux operating system here. Okay, so if some of you did not get this point, let me explain you the diagram. So now this is my laptop or desktop, right? So on top of this, which operating system generally we're having? We're having Windows operating system, right? So now on top of this OS, Windows operating system, so I just assume that my requirement is I want to install some VLC media player. Okay, so on top of this Windows operating system, so I want to install a software called as a VLC media player. Okay, so generally what we're doing, so simple thing, so we are going to Google and we download the software and just we are opening the respective folder where it is exactly downloaded and just we are installing, right? So now my requirement is fulfilled. So what is my requirement? Just I want to install a media player on my Windows operating system. This is a process generally what we are doing, right? Same way now if you are going with Oracle VirtualBox as well. Okay, nothing difference. So now what is my requirement? Now I want to install Oracle VirtualBox. So on top of this laptop, same we will having some Windows operating system. On top of this, what I need on top of this, I want to install Oracle VirtualBox, right? VirtualBox, or we can say that VMware, any one thing. On top of this, we need to install some on top of this, what we need to install Ubuntu or Linux operating system, right? On top of this, we need to install okay, on top of this we need to install Hadoop software. Okay, so this is the process. So what we need to do? Okay, so here generally we're having a laptop. On top of this laptop we're having Windows operating system. On top of this Oracle VirtualBox. On top of this we need to install Ubuntu operating system. Nothing but some ISO file. Okay. On top of this we need to install Hadoop software. Fine. Okay. So me answer your doubts if anybody is having. So are all this Linux OS freeware? No, here if you go with Red Dot, it is a licensed. Okay, so only some flavors only freeware. Okay, some of them having some what we call paid version is there. Okay, not downloads. Okay, fine. So these are the only queries. So what is the conclusion? We want to install Hadoop in our laptop or desktop. We require the below software. So first one is VirtualBox, Oracle or VMware, and second one is software for desktop. The one is Apache for the software. Okay. So anyway, first of all, what we need to do, we need to download this Oracle VirtualBox. So where we can download here, just go to Google and uh, download from the respective site, which I mentioned you earlier, right? So just go to some virtualbox.org/wiki/downloads. Okay. After downloading this Oracle VirtualBox, okay, so we need to install Oracle VirtualBox in our respective Windows operating system. Okay, so I already downloaded this software here. Okay, so I already downloaded this Oracle VirtualBox, which is a latest version. So just right click and click on open. Okay, so click on next. So now here, if you want to change this is the default location, so in which this software is providing, but generally don't install on C. So what is the reason is, so if you are formatting this system or a laptop, so definitely, so again we need to install, right? So that is the reason, please choose this location as either SMT or E drives. So but I have only one drive. Okay, so there is nothing but I need to install only on C. But generally do it on uh, either D or E drives. Only reason is, so if you are formatting the system, so we no need to install once again. That is the only reason. Okay, click on next. So click on next. Proceed with the installation. Yes, install. Install. Finish. Okay, so this is a simple installation. Okay, so we don't need to change anything, so only accept the installation path, not exactly installation path. So where you want to install the software, generally most of the softwares it will take default location as a C drive, but try to change it to either D or E drives. Okay, so is it fine till now, all of you? So if you're having any queries, let me know. So now here, if you observe these steps, so I mean, we have installed this Oracle VirtualBox, right? So now here, So once if you got like this, right? So we can conclude one statement. We have installed Oracle VirtualBox software successfully in our Windows operating system. Okay, so in our Windows operating system. So now here, for suppose if you want to change this default location, so where you have installed Oracle VirtualBox, we're having a one more option. Okay, let us discuss that option as well. So now to this software which we install in Windows operating system, it will take default location as Sept. Now if you want to change this default location in Oracle VirtualBox, okay, so we need to go for these steps. So I will mention the steps here. Okay, so here file preferences. Okay, so here what is the location here? Default location. So go for other. So now here whatever location you want, you can choose it. Click on OK. That's it. Very simple. Okay. Let me mention your steps here. Steps. So go to file. After that, preferences. So after preferences, so we want to take it. We can change it. General. Otherwise, after click on preferences, we will get a window with name as general, where we can change it. Okay, that is a one more option. Clear? So all of you clear till now? So we're having some queries. VirtualBox supports other OS like Mac also. So here, I mean, all of you are using Windows operating system or any other operating system? Let me know, all of you. Which operating system you are using here, all of you? Windows. Abdul, Amit, Abdul, Rakesh, Bhagat, and Suresh. What about remaining? Okay, Bhagat and Rakesh. Okay. So if any of you using some Mac OS like that, right? So we need to install this separate VirtualBox. So directly we can go with. We need to what we call. We need to download directly. We can download the Hadoop software. We can install. So it depends upon you. Okay. But still, if you want to install, so even we can do it as well. So go with this. First of all, within this, if you don't want to disturb anything, or if you don't want to disturb your data, so just try to install VirtualBox on OS as well. So, but you need to specify. While downloading, you need to specify Mac related Oracle VirtualBox. After that, even we can install this same process. Nothing difference. Okay. Okay, I hope your file is fine. Okay, so till now what we have done, just we have installed Oracle VirtualBox. So whenever while installation of this Windows operating system, so generally what we are doing, so we need to configure this hard disk, right? How much space you want for each Android, or and after that we need to configure this RAM, these all these things, right? So it is also same thing. Okay, we need to, once if you're installing this, after this successful installation of Oracle VirtualBox, so we need to configure this, how much of RAM. Okay, because on existing operating system, so we're installing one more software, right? So we need to allocate some RAM and some hard disk, these all these things. Okay, so that is the next thing which we need to do. Now three. So now we need to configure on this one RAM. Now we need to configure on this one RAM. Okay, for the Oracle VirtualBox. For this, or please see the, please follow the first step. Simple. Okay, so now we need to configure this hard disk and RAM. So let us do on it. So here go to click on new. So here, first of all, we want, we need to name this respective operating system. Okay, so just you need to provide the respective name for the whatever the operating system in which we need to install. So just I'm giving some name as Hadoop. Okay, I have given some name as Hadoop. So here instead of Microsoft Windows, just I want to go with Linux. See here, we're having Solaris, IBM, some Mac also. Okay, any. So within a single system, if you want to get a multiple OS, so we can choose whatever the operating system in which you want to install. Okay, just I'm going with the Linux flavor. So if it is Linux flavor means we're going to get Ubuntu. So these are the flavors here. If you observe, so many flavors is there. Okay, some RK Linux, Debian, okay, Fedora. So many flavors is there. Okay, these are the flavors of Linux operating. Because myself is 64-bit, that is the reason is I'm going with Ubuntu 64. So if any of you are having some 32-bit means go with this Ubuntu 32-bit. Okay. So click on next. So here, just I want to configure this RAM. So here I'm going with 1024, but recommended is so go with if you're having some 4 GB of RAM, so you can go with 2 GB or some 2.5 like that. Okay, my suggestion is if anybody having some good amount of RAM, go with 4 GB of RAM. Okay, so 1024 into 4. So how much size? What is the value? 1024 into 4, right? 4096. Yes, good. 4096. Okay, click on next. See here. If you observe, if you wish, you can add a virtual hard disk for the, to the new machine, or you can either create a new hard disk file or select one of the list or from other location using the folder icon. Okay, so now here just it is saying if you observe the window name, recommended is asking for hard disk. Okay, so here if you want to create some virtual hard disk, you can create a virtual hard disk, or if you want to specify some location where it want to create exactly, you can go with that one as well. Okay, so we're going to go. Okay, so now just click on create. Just I want to create a virtual hard disk. So hard disk file type. Okay, so whether it is a image or virtual hard disk, virtual disk image, virtual machine disk. So these are the multiple options. So just go with virtual disk image. Okay, see here. Here, what are the RAM we have specified, right? So it need to allocate dynamically, not a fixed size. So what is the difference is nothing but here if you provide the fixed size, right? So complete RAM will be utilized by this Oracle VirtualBox. Whenever if you're going with the dynamic element, so if you're not using Oracle VirtualBox, so same amount of RAM it can be utilized for remaining software for the softwares in which you are using. Okay, so click on next. So this is a thing. File location size and these all these things. I have given some name as a Hadoop, so which and here hard disk size. So just I want to give some maybe some 70 GB. Okay. So how much amount we can do maximum is 2 terabyte. Okay, click on create. Here now it is created. Now we need to start that already configured thing. Okay, see here. So please select a virtual optical disk file or physical optical drive containing a disk to start up a new virtual machine. Okay, so just here we are creating a virtual machine. So before creating, just we have configured this hard disk and RAM. That's it. Okay, so now we need to install this Ubuntu operating system or whatever the flavors which you're having. Okay, So if you observe these steps, so I have mentioned one more after this installation. So we need to go for one more thing, that is nothing but a Ubuntu ISO file. So where we can get this Ubuntu ISO file? So that is nothing but go to Google again. Ubuntu ISO file, download something for VirtualBox. Go to this and click on download. Okay, so just it will take some time to download. I already downloaded. Okay, so after downloading this what we call ISO file, so we need to go this one and click on this button. So where exactly we're having this one? First of all, .iso file 1.82 GB. So please download meanwhile. It will take some couple of time. So here ISO file is nothing. So here I have mentioned you a different flavors, right? So Ubuntu, CentOS, Red Hat. So just you need to choose these flavors. What are the flavors we're having? For each and every flavors, they're providing this ISO file. Okay, so once if you're giving this ISO file as input in Oracle VirtualBox, so it will install that respective flavor. That's it. Nothing any some complicated thing. Okay. So it will take huge time to install this one. Okay. But please be patient. So here I'm not trying with Ubuntu. Install Ubuntu. So select this language. So if you want to give for download updates with while installing Ubuntu, you can. Otherwise, please uncheck this one. Click on continue. So here this computer currently has no detected operating system. What would you like to do? Nothing but here we're installing a one more operating system, right? So it is not detected any things because VirtualBox that type of support it is providing because within the VirtualBox we don't have any other OS. So if you're having any other OS, definitely it will display. So here we're having some multiple options. Erase disk and install Ubuntu means. So here it is not going to erase any of your existing disks if you go with the Windows. So just it is checking in our in our whether what are the drives we're having. So do we have any other operating systems or not? Okay, so it will not going to erase anything. Okay, don't no need to worry about this option. Just click on install now. Okay, click on continue. Just so what is the time with individual generally? I think I just do or I just click on India. This one. It will take this time for me. Okay. So now this step is very important. So please choose a remember password, because once if we are forgot this password means, so definitely we need to uninstall again and we need to go with again installation. Okay. So your name something Hadoop Hadoop Apache something. Okay. So I have to do this one. So as here it will pick up in its name as Hadoop Apache. I'm giving some password. Okay, require my password to log in. Click on confirm. So now it will take huge time to install this one. Okay, I hope you are doing the installation parallel. Is it yes, all of you? So all of you doing the installation parallelly? Okay, what about remaining persons? Okay, so do it parallelly these things. Okay, so if you are not doing parallelly, right? So you will neglect this one. So these screenshots I'm going to provide, Amit. Okay, you don't have to worry about this taking of notes. Everything I'm giving, right? Okay, so now if you observe installation is complete, you need to restart the computer in order to use the new installation. So if you click on restart, so complete system is going to restart here. Okay, so that is the reason just I'm stopping today on stopping till now. Okay, so because if you restart now, it will take complete restart. Okay, just I don't want to restart. I'm having this a couple of things. So that's all for today. So is it fine? Any doubts? So tomorrow, please do it up to here. So tomorrow we can go with this Hadoop installation part. Okay. I hope you have enjoyed this session. So have a great day.